Hey guys, Jimmy Lemon here from jimmylemonfitness.com. Just going to do something a wee bit different today. It's kind of what I like to do. If anyone's on my email list, you know that they're not the normal, boring, generic fitness emails or statuses that get put up every day with chicken and broccoli and, the strongest new skinny and fat's crying and all that crap. But today is Thursday. And it's renowned for being a throwback Thursday, so you probably see all over your Facebook before and after pictures, which is great. People saying, this used to look like this and I look like this, and used to be in this place but now I'm in this place, and I think it's awesome. Good for those people doing it. But I want to do something a wee bit different today. Okay, so I'm not going to do like a half naked selfie of myself. But what I'm going to do is explain something that I seen yesterday that no doubt 9 out of 10 people can resonate with. I was picking my son up from school and I could see into a classroom and there was a kid trying to ask a question. Now if you remember when you were a kid, you're trying to ask a question, you'd have the hand up, okay, and it would just be straight as a poker. Teacher would be ignoring you and then you would start to wave it. Okay, you start get the DOMs in the arm, lactic acid building up, you start waving it around, you're like, Jesus, miss. And then this hand would come across, and this was what made me laugh. This kid had his hand up for so long, he had to do this, okay, just to support himself. And I thought it was awesome, and eventually, after about 5 or 10 minutes, the teacher let him ask the question, and forget the answer now. But it's just that, we can learn a lot from our kids, okay, like that kid was so hell-bent on answering that question, he didn't give up. He kept going. You can look at that when it comes to your fitness. If you're doing a plank, you're doing some squats, and you give up and it gets a wee bit tough, just keep going. Get a bit of support from somewhere else, whether that's a training partner or a coach or a PT or anything, and just keep going. You'll push through the pain barrier. And it got me thinking about our kids. Like we can learn an awful lot from our kids because they're so driven. If they want something, they go for it. No matter how many times we tell them, stop asking for it. If you ask one more time, you're not getting it. 9 out of 10 times they get it. All right. Either we're soft or you just give in because you love them or whatever it's going to be. Okay. But we can learn a lot from our kids by doing that. My son today wanted pizza and Chinese for his breakfast. My wife said to him, "You can't have Chinese or pizza for breakfast. You'll get a big fat tummy." And he said, and he's 4. And he said, "Oh, I don't want a big fat tummy. I'll just eat lots of green things and have pizza sometimes." It's simple stuff, guys. Don't eat shite all the time and you'll lose weight. You'll get in shape that you want. My 4-year-old son understands that. Alright? And you understand that, you know that as well. But the problem that we have as adults is there's too many distractions. Okay, the kids don't have, to be fair. Financial, relationships, work stress, everything I got there. So we'll have a goal. Whether it's we want bigger muscles, we want the lose weight or whatever it is, we'll have a goal, but then we get distracted and we get too easily distracted, and then we end up blaming others. It's never, we're in a society now where it's never our fault. There's always someone else to blame, and that needs to change. We need to start taking ownership for things. And it's tough. I understand that. Like I had my own studio. My wife and I opened up a studio. We ran it into the ground and I blamed everyone else but myself. But it was my fault. I didn't run it properly. I was getting a bit upset because people, wasn't getting referrals. People weren't bringing other people to the camps and stuff. Weren't liking my things on Facebook, sharing my things on Facebook. I was blaming everyone else around me. It's not up to them. It wasn't up to them. It was up to me to do that. To get out, to take ownership for my own business and get people in myself. Okay, I couldn't. And the people I was working with, majority of them were great. Okay, and fortunately, I still work with them. Love them to bits. We got a lot of really good support and work with a lot of really good people now. But it's not up to them to help me grow my business or to grow my business for me. Yeah, it's nice to get that support, and it's nice for yourself if you have a goal to have that support from your friends and from your family. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Okay, you got to take ownership for your goals and do something about it. Okay, And again, as I say, I know it's tough. Like, I was in a really dark place when we closed the studio, you know, owed money out and stuff, and you know, couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I just started changing one thing at a time. Luckily enough, I found a guy. I heard of him through a podcast. A guy called Paul Mort. If you haven't got on his email list, check him out. He's hilarious. A bit filthy at times. Now, you've working with him for about a year now, and I owe a lot to Paul. He's a great guy. But he helped me kind of understand things a bit better and take ownership. And he doesn't pussy around. Like, if I'm messing about, like, he'll put me on my ass and tell me exactly, you know, what I need to be doing. He doesn't bring me in and give me a hug or anything. And I think that's where a lot of people, they go wrong. They just want, you know, put on the pity potty and, you know, told everything's going to be all right. But at the end of the day, you have to stand up. You have to take ownership for where you're at and where you want to be. Okay, you know, like, how do you expect to be any different if you don't do something about it? You don't do something different. How would I expect to be here doing this video if I didn't spend the last year taking ownership and doing things for myself? You know, getting people into the camp, hiring a coach, surrounding myself with like-minded people. That's all it took. So I had to do something different in order to get a different result. You know, people say to me all the time, oh, I don't know why I'm not losing weight, when they're eating everything in sight and they're not going to the gym. You know, it's simple. Like, you just got to change something. But I understand that you might not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So all you got to do is get yourself a goal, okay, and then change small things at a time, okay. So a couple of things you can do: hire a coach, okay, and pay a lot of money for it as well, okay, because if you pay peanuts, you're going to get monkeys, okay, and there's a lot of monkeys out there, okay. Plus, it's going to hold you accountable, okay, and it'll be worth it in the long run, okay. Be honest with yourself. Have you tried everything that you can? Have fun. Again, learn from our kids. They have fun. They don't really care about the consequences of things. And evaluate what you're doing now and what you can do to change it. You know, what needs to change. You know, are you having cereal for breakfast? Swap it for eggs. See how you get on doing that. Are you drinking Lucozade all day? Just go with water. Maybe a bit of diluted juice or something like that. Just change small things. You know, are you starting your day off with carbs? Maybe finish your day with carbs, protein, fat and veg all day. Finish with carbs. See how that goes. Are you only drinking a glass of water a day? Drink 2 glasses. Build it up. Something small. Implement small changes that can make a massive difference. Okay. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Okay. You have the ability to be absolutely awesome. Okay. And you don't even realize that yet. Okay. You're amazing. Okay. Stay fit. Stay sexy. And spread the word of this video. Well, peace.